Hey everybody, it's Jimmy Wild here at J76 Gaming, and it's been about 3 months since I started my streaming and content creation career. And over that time I've learned quite a bit, so today I want to share with you what I've learned. So your first question is probably, why should I listen to someone so new that doesn't have a large following? And I think the easy answers to that are because it's fresh in my mind. I've recently experienced these things. I've recently learned these things. So it's much easier for me to say them out loud and have them make more sense to me and to hopefully to you. I've also spent plenty of time watching other people's videos about how to get started, and some of those have been maybe too advanced or maybe too technical or maybe even too beginner. And so what I'm hoping is, because everyone is different, and even though there's lots of these videos that are already out there, maybe the way that I say things or the way that I present things or the things that I just have on my list, maybe that speaks to you and maybe that's helpful to you. And of course I'm still learning. Even while I was preparing for this video, I was learning. I started off with an idea for a list of maybe 5 things that I thought were important that I learned. And then after writing things down, I had 3 pages worth of notes. So writing things down. Spoiler alert, writing things down is on the list today. And my last point before we get into the actual list is that I wanted to keep this video to things that I have actually learned, not things that I've heard people say in other videos and I haven't experienced or learned them yet. And these are things that I know are important, so I know that I want to share them with everyone. So let's go ahead and get into the list. Alright, so number 1 on our list actually kind of goes with number 2, so we're going to cheat a little bit on the first 2, but number 1 is to do this for yourself. This is an investment in yourself. This is maybe to give yourself a creative outlet if you don't have one at work, or this is maybe you want to make a little bit of money on the side. Now, I'm not doing that yet, but I hope to. So that could be a goal, and that can be a reason. And maybe this actually helps build confidence in yourself. And that can carry over into quote unquote real life also. And number 2 is to be yourself. You can tell when someone is faking it or when they're phoning it in. And so what happens when you see a video that has someone acting like that? Well, you turn it off because it doesn't feel right and you don't want to listen to it, you don't want to watch it. So don't be that person. Just be yourself. You will be what it makes your channel unique and successful. Okay, number 3 is that streaming and content creation may be completely different animals, but they do go together. Each one will grow each other. You can think about it as each one is marketing for the other. They're entirely, I shouldn't say they're not entirely different audiences, but someone may find you interesting on one platform and then become a subscriber or a follower on the other, only because they saw you on one. All right, number 4, don't wait. Get started now. If you want to do this, start now. There's always something that you're going to need to learn. There's always going to be changes. Don't wait until you think you know or have everything to get started. Just do it and keep learning as you go. For example, I have all of my first videos still up there on YouTube, even though they're not that good, to be honest. But I'm leaving there because I'm learning, and I want to be able to go back over time and see a progression and see, okay, I changed this here, I changed this here, I changed this here, and now things are better. Maybe not perfect, but better, you know? Okay, so number 5 and number 6 go together, so another 2-parter, but streaming a popular game does not make you popular. And this was something that I learned with Borderlands 3. I was really excited for Borderlands 3 to come out on Steam. I was going to just jump right in there, I was going to stream, and I was going to be popular. And nobody watched. And that's okay, but nobody did. What I did learn was there are a lot of people that have 0 viewers at the bottom of the list on Twitch. So there's the odds of someone picking you to watch are very small. So pick a game or pick a topic that you're excited about that maybe isn't up here in popularity, but also not down here. Find something in the middle that can be yours, that you want to stream and that you want to make content for. So for number 6, get your friends to help. So the way that this applies to number 5 was, if you have 3 or 4 friends that you can get to join your stream, you're no longer the person with 0 at the bottom. There's 100 people with 0, and then there's kind of this little smaller group that has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 viewers. And that's a lot easier for someone to pick you out of than it is the 100 people that don't have anybody watching. And then also, when you have your friends in your stream, I've noticed I'm completely different. If I'm just streaming and playing a game to no one or to strangers, I'm less enthusiastic, less lively, less confident. But as soon as my friends come in there, it's like a light switch and boom, I'm alive and I guess arguably more entertaining, and the stream just feels completely different. So get your friends involved. All right, number 7, watch your videos with a friend and watch their reaction. Just having someone around while your video is on is a completely different way for you to think about how you did. I'll say this for myself, but it will probably apply to other people also, is I'm the worst part of my video. I just need to keep practicing and keep improving. But when you watch with a friend and watch how they watch you, it's an entirely different experience. And you can pick out so many different things that you may be doing wrong that you just didn't notice that you were doing wrong. All right, number 8, plan out what you're going to say. If you're making a video, plan it out. This will help you stop rambling, and it will help you from accidentally leaving things out that you wanted to say. And I know that I do this. And if you're thinking about what you're going to say, it's a lot more boring. And I know that that's a weakness that I have, and that's something that I'm improving on. Like right now, I am reading from a script, partially, instead of just completely thinking as I'm going. So hopefully this comes off better than some of my other videos. All right, number 9, and it's a big one. Make a schedule. There's a lot of things going on in our lives, and it's hard to juggle work, having fun, exercising, your friends, and then adding streaming and content creation on top of that. That's a lot for one person to do. So get yourself organized into blocks of time. On Tuesday from 6 to 8, you're going to do this. On Wednesday, you're going to do this. Thursday, you're going to do this, etc. Write it down and then stick to it. And then another important thing is, once you have the schedule, tell people your schedule. For example, I stream on Twitch on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights from 7 Central to 9 Central. So number 1, I'm giving you an example. Number 2, I'm telling you my streaming schedule in the middle of a YouTube video. So remember I said each one is marketing for each other? So there you go. Also, another important benefit of a schedule is you're going to be excited when you get started. At least I was. And if you go 100% without a schedule, you're going to have 10 videos in your first week, and then the second week is going to be empty because you used up all your ideas right away. So get on your schedule, pace yourself, and things will go a lot smoother. Okay, number 10, take some time for yourself. It's very important, especially if you're introverted like me. Take a couple hours to goof off. What I like to do is on Sunday mornings, I'll turn my alarm off, I'll sleep as long as I want to, and then I'll get up and I'll watch TV. It has nothing to do with computers, streaming, gaming, YouTube, work. It's just time to watch some TV or do whatever you want, but take some time for yourself. Okay, last one, number 11, write it down. It's very important. You have an idea? Just write it down real quick. You don't want to forget about it. And then also it'll give you a chance to think about it more and expand on it later. A good example is I was laying in bed and I do a lot of thinking right as I'm going to bed. And how many times do you think about something at night and then not remember it in the morning? Probably quite a bit. So I got up and I started writing things down. And what was going to be 5 things that I learned video turned into a list of like 30 things, and is probably going to be 3 parts of a video. So don't rely on just you remembering things. Write it down. Also, writing stuff down can turn ideas into multiple videos. As you're writing things down for one video, then you're just like, oh wait, what if I did this? And then all of a sudden you have another video. So you write that down, and maybe you focus on that for a little bit, or maybe you go back to what you're doing. But either way, you're not going to forget that other idea that you had because you wrote it down. All right, so that's it. That's part 1 of my list of things that I've learned so far in my 3 months of streaming and content creation. Next week, for part 2, we'll get into a little bit more in the content, or what to actually put in videos, and what makes a video more popular, I guess would be the right word. But for today, I hope that you learned something, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos coming soon. And then also practicing what I preach. Don't forget that you can catch me on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central. The link is in the description below. And with that, thank you everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.